Observer. Good afternoon. Before we start with our pre-bid conference, please stand for a short prayer.
Bless everyone present today, that each may be able to share his or her contributions and gifts. Grant good health and safety to loved ones left outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
May I request the Bank Secretariat to conduct a roll call and record the attendance to acknowledge and determine if we have a quorum for this afternoon's pre-bid conference.
Good afternoon. For today's pre-bid conference, the following are the attendees. For back chairperson, Engineer Arman Ibarreta. Back vice chairperson, Engineer Philip Salvadora. For regular back members, Engineer Joanna Marie Manaog, Ms. Maria Corazon Bruca, Engineer Sheila Marie Pesino. For provisional back member, Engineer Wilbert Alvarez. For end user representative, Engineer Jeffrey Olitokid. For DWG members, Ms. Jasmine Erica Jacob, Engineer Jaylin Alba, Engineer Mark Anthony Bayos, Engineer Reginald Moroso, Engineer Valen Francis Villarreal, Engineer Siren Cañeso. For back secretariat head, Engineer Maria Chini Legacion, Ms. Dolores B. Casiao, Architect Maria Cope, yours truly Micaela Mencero, Engineer Froilan S. Herno. For our observer, Mr. Romeo Nacario from RCDG. That's all po. Thank you.
As per attendance, we are in quorum. So this pre-bid conference is now to order at 11:45 p.m. Ay, 1:45. We are gathered here in Procurement Unit Office, DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineer Office, for the pre-bid conference of contract IDs 26FN 2023 to 26FN 0031. May we call on Engineer Bayos to discuss the contract data.
Good afternoon. For contract ID 26FN0023, covers the construction of missing links, new roads along the Tabaco City-Malinao-Buhi-Iriga City Road from Station 38 plus 800 to Station 40 plus 300, Buhi Camarines Sur. Under Seal 001, ensure safe and reliable national road systems, Network Development Program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 80,075,700 pesos, funded under GAA 2026, with a contract duration of 265 calendar days. The project is classified under Medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID number 26FN0024, involves the construction of Iriga City Rapid Exit Bypass Road from Barangay San Isidro to Barangay San Jose and Barangay San Roque, Iriga City, Camarines Sur, from Station 0 plus 000 to Station 1 plus 441. Under 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, Network Development Program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 113,484,000 pesos, funded under GAA 2026, with a contract duration of 216 calendar days. The project is classified under Medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID number 26FN0025, covers the preventive maintenance through asphalt overlay along the Baao-Iriga City-Nabua Road from kilometer 0471 plus 000 to kilometer 472 plus 000. Under 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 51,183,600 pesos, funded under GAA 2026, with a contract duration of 101 calendar days. The project is classified under Medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID number 26FN0026, covers the preventive maintenance through asphalt overlay along the Baao-Iriga City-Nabua Road from kilometer 466 plus 000 to kilometer 466 plus 693 and kilometer 467 plus 363 to kilometer 467 plus 555. Under 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 43,297,380 pesos, funded under GAA 2026, with a contract duration of 94 calendar days. The project is classified under Medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000. For contract ID number 26FN0027, cover the preventive maintenance through asphalt overlay along the Baao-Iriga City-Nabua Road from kilometer 469 plus 610 to kilometer 469 plus 881. Under 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 12,467,560 pesos, funded under GAA 2026, with a contract duration of 49 calendar days. The project is classified under Small B, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000. For contract ID number 26FN0028, covers the preventive maintenance through asphalt overlay along the Iriga City-Masuli Road, kilometer 476 plus 604 to kilometer 476 plus 860, located in Nabua and Iriga City, Camarines Sur, under 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Asset Preservation Program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 13,960,100 pesos, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 53 calendar days. The project is classified under small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000. For contract ID 26FN0029, involves the preventive maintenance through asphalt overlay along the Iriga City, San Isidro, Sagrada, San Ramon, Hanawan Road, kilometer 482 plus 785 to kilometer 484 plus 150, under 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Asset Preservation Program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 34,865,460 pesos, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 84 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000. For contract ID number 26FN0030, covers the preventive maintenance through asphalt overlay along the Iriga City, San Isidro, Sagrada, San Ramon, Hanawan Road, for kilometer 487 plus 387 to kilometer 488 plus 936 in Iriga City, Camarines Sur, under 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Asset Preservation Program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 33,569,900 pesos, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 83 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000. And for contract ID number 26FN0031, cover the construction of a multi-purpose building at Barangay Panoy-Puyan, Bula, Camarines Sur, with coordinates of 13.45575 and 123.25564 under the Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multi-Purpose Buildings / Facilities to Support Services. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 49,500,000 pesos and funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 214 calendar days, and the project is classified under medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000. Thank you.
Thank you. We now come to the requirements for the bidding documents. Now let's call on the end user representative, engineer Roque.
For the special condition of contract for contract item number 26FN0023 to 26FN0025 and 26FN0027 to 26FN0030, in case of semi-permanent structures such as buildings of types 1, 2, and 3 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, concrete or asphalt roads, concrete river control, drainage, irrigation line canals, river landing, deep wells, rock causeway, pedestrian overpass, and other similar semi-permanent structure is 5 years. For contract ID number 26FN0026 and 26FN0031, in case of permanent structures such as building of types 4 and 5 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, and other structures made of steel, iron, or concrete which comply with relevant structural codes, example, DPWH standard specifications, such as but not limited to steel/concrete bridges, flyovers, aircraft movement areas, ports, dams, tunnels, filtration and treatment plants, sewerage systems, power plants, transmission, and communication towers, railway system, and other similar permanent structures is 15 years. For the contract item number 26FN0023, the scope of works are construction of missing links or new roads. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCG, roads construction gravel. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 1.5. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 80,075,700 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RCA, roads construction asphalt, RCP, roads construction PCP, RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt, RRP, roads rehabilitation PCP. Another contract ID number 26FN0024. The scope of works are construction of bypass and diversion roads. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCG, roads construction gravel. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 1.441. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 113,484,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RCA, roads construction asphalt, RCP, roads construction PCP, RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt, RRP, roads rehabilitation PCP. Another contract ID number 26FN0025. The scope of works are preventive maintenance secondary roads. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCA, roads construction asphalt. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 0.958. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 51,183,600 pesos. Similar major categories of work is RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt. For contract ID number 26FN0026, the scope of works are construction of multipurpose building. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BICWO PLC, building construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, 1 to 5 story. Unit of measure is story. Dimension is 1. Similar major categories of work are BICWP and CCP, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles, 6 and above stories. BICWP and CCP16, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles, 16 and above stories. BIRTM, building retrofitting medium-rise, 6 to 15 stories. BICWP LCCP, building construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles, 1 to 5 stories. BICWP at CDP, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 6 and above stories. BICWP at CDP16, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 16 and above stories. BICWP LCDP, building construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 1 to 5 stories. BICWOPHC, building construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame, 6 and above stories. BICWOPHC 16, building construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame, 16 and above stories. BICWPMCDP, building construction with piles, medium-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 6 to 15 stories. BICWPMCCP, building construction with piles, medium-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles, 6 to 15 stories. BICWOPFC, building construction without piles, medium-rise concrete frame, 6 to 15 stories. For contract ID number 26FN0027, the scope of works are preventive maintenance secondary roads. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCA, roads construction asphalt. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 0.271. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 12,467,560 pesos. Similar major categories of work is RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt. For contract ID number 26FN0028, the scope of works are preventive maintenance secondary roads. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCA, roads construction asphalt, unit of measure is kilometers, dimension is 0.256. Cost estimate per major category of work is 13,960,100 pesos. Similar major categories of work is RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt. For contract ID number 26FN0029, the scope of works are preventive maintenance secondary roads. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCA, roads construction asphalt, unit of measure is kilometers, dimension is 1.366. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 34,865,460 pesos. Similar major categories of work is RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt. For contract ID number 26FN0030, the scope of works are preventive maintenance secondary roads. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCA, roads construction asphalt, unit of measure is kilometers, dimension is 1.539. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 33,569,900 pesos. Similar major categories of work is RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt. For contract ID number 26FN0031, the scope of works are construction of multipurpose building. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BICWO PLC, building construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, 1 to 5 story. Unit of measure is story, dimension is 2. Similar major categories of work are BICW PHCCP, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles, 6 and above stories. BICW PHCC P16, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles, 16 and above stories. BIRTM, buildings retrofitting, medium-rise, 6 to 15 stories. BICW PLCCP, building construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles, 1 to 5 stories. BICW PHCDP, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 6 and above stories. BICW PHCDP 16, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 16 and above stories. BICW PLCDP, building construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 1 to 5 stories. BICW PHC, building construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame, 6 and above stories. BICW PHC 16, building construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame, 16 and above stories. BICW PMCDP, building construction with piles, medium-rise concrete frame, driven piles, 6 to 15 stories. BICW PMCCP, building construction with piles, medium-rise concrete frames, cast-in-place piles, 6 to 15 stories. BICW OPMC, building construction without piles, medium-rise concrete frame, 6 to 15 stories. That's all.
Now let's call on the technical working group to cover and discuss the bid data sheet of the contract.
Thank you, Sir Arman. For Section 3 or bid data sheet for contract ID number 26FN0026 to 26FN0031, only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the following limits assignment for regional or district offices. Classification PE2. Limits of assignment 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 150 million. PE1. Limits of assignment 11 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 100 million to 150 million. Provisional project engineer. Limits of assignment is 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing less than 100 million. Note, as per DEO 148 series of 2024 and Department Order 227 series of 2024, applicable for buildings and bridges. The minimum work experience requirements for the key personnel are the following: The required is 50% of ABC of each contract. For key personnel, project manager, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 3 years. For project engineer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 3 years. Materials engineer, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Remarks for project manager, project engineer, and materials engineer. Attach valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Project engineers and materials engineers must be accredited by the DPWH. Attach accreditation. Safety and Health Officer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 3 years. Remarks? Safety Officer with attached certificate of training issued by DOLE and valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Certified First Aider with attached certificate of training issued by Red Cross and valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Foreman, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 3 years. Remarks? Attached valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Additional requirements for contractors, key personnel. Number 1, the affidavit of commitment to work must include each person's tax identification number or TIN. Number 2, the list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract must include their qualification data, curriculum vitae. Number 3, an affidavit stating that the pledged project engineer and materials engineer's number of projects handled simultaneously does not exceed 10 contracts. Number 4, submission of professional tax receipt for applicable personnel. Number 5, firm's dual certificate of registration in compliance to Rule 1020 of the Labor Code of the Philippines. Number 6, implementation of ISO 9001-2015, certification requirement for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors for DEO 110 series of 2024. Feedback dyan. Nag-feedback na.
For the minimum major equipment required for contract IDs 26FN0023 to 26FN0031. Prospective bidders may view it on the bid datasheet clause 12.1 of each bidding documents posted in the DPWH and PhilJEP's website. List of contractors' equipment pledged for the contract DPWH INFR 15 must be filled out completely and properly. Submitted proof of ownership must specify and indicate the model year, capacity, performance, size, plate number, motor number, body number, chassis serial number, engine serial number, specific location and condition for Department Order 58 Series of 2012. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment owned, lease agreement for equipment to be leased, and or under purchase agreement, must also submit certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. Accreditation of asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plants in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure work shall be imposed pursuant to DEO number 253 series of 2003. Bidders are reminded that only concrete and asphalt mixes produced by the duly accredited plants shall be used in DPWH projects. Accredited safety officer required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 241 series of 2024 guidelines of the processing, approval, and reporting system of construction safety and health program for DPWH infrastructure projects. First aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance with DOLE requirements for the approval of construction safety and health program required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 241 series of 2024 guidelines in the processing, approval, and reporting system construction of safety and health program for DPWH infrastructure projects. The DPWH approved CSHP is a requirement for the processing and approval of the contract agreement. Moreover, no claims by the contractor, advance payment, first progress billing shall be processed and paid without the submission of DPWH approved construction, safety, and health program. Minimum materials, testing equipment requirements for the project of the medium contractors per DO number 11 series of 2017 and DO 127 series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 and the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. 17.1 bids will valid until 120 days, calendar days from the date of opening of bids.
We now turn over the discussion to the PWG members. We discuss the documents to be submitted by the bidders, the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, cost, qualification, and award.
Good afternoon. For technical checklist, for legal documents, letter A, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, bidder should make sure that Annex A of PhilJobs certificate must reflect updated dates, and letter B, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any. Please take note that the list of the projects you are submitting shall match in data reflected in your contractor registration certificate, contractor information, and civil works application, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And letter C, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules, and must be supported by the contractor performance evaluation system with rating at least satisfactory for DPWH government contracts or an honor certificate of final acceptance or equivalent for private sector contracts. And letter D, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PICAB license, ISO certified as per DO 110 series of 2024, or special PICAB license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And letter E, original copy of bid security. If in the form of the surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid security declaration. And letter F, project requirements, which shall include the following. Number 1, organizational chart for the contract. Number 2, list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Number 3, list of contractors, major construction equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. Number 4, list of contractors, minimum materials, testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. Letter G, original duly signed omnibus warrant statement, NGPA, GPPB latest, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative. Or original special power of attorney of all the members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. And letter H, latest general information sheet duly received by Securities and Exchange Commission. And letter I, sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. And letter J, contractors construction safety and health program. And letter K, if applicable, straight line diagram per DO 246 series of 2024, annexes A-3 and B-5A to D. And letter L, accredited contractors, consultants, project engineer as per DO 148 series of 2024 and DO 227 series of 2024, applicable for buildings and bridges. And letter M, certificate of accredited asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plants.
For the financial documents, letter N, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of the bid submission. And letter O, the prospective bidder's computation of NFCC. Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR, in case the joint venture is already existence, or duly notarized statement from the potential joint venture partner stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial checklist, number 1, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. 2, original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. 3, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. And number 4, cash flow by quarter. All pages must be numbered and paginated consecutively at the right-hand top margin, with each page signed by the bidder with the page number and the total number of which must be indicated in the covering page and signed by the duly authorized representative. All sets of documents, both the financial and the technical envelopes, must be properly book-bounded, pursuant to DPWH DEO number 90, series of 2000. Use the checklist of the technical and financial envelopes here to attach in section 9 of the bidding forms and shall be included as the first page of the book bounding of each envelopes, with year tabbing labeled for each checklist.
For the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examinations of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, and post-qualification and award. Bidders should have completed within 10 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2 of the ITB. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the IRR, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder who was determined as such during the post-qualification. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorships, cooperatives, and partnerships or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to the citizens of the Philippines. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16. For the eligibility check, the BAC will determine the eligibility of the bidders based on the PhilJet's registration on their legal aid documents, which should be maintained current and updated, including that of the civil work applications, which focuses on the NFCC, work experience, or single largest completed contract similar to the contract project for bidding at hand. BAC will ascertain based on the checklist of the required documents to be submitted using pass or fail criterion during the preliminary and detailed bid evaluation. In addition, after the opening of bids as per IRR of RA 12009 under Section 61, the BAC will conduct a detailed bid evaluation of all the bids using non-discretionary criteria wherein it requires the completeness of the bid. For the post-qualification, the bidders were advised to read Department Order number 127, series of 2018, and other issuances relative to this matter, since the BAC will be very keen and strict on the conduct of post-qualification process, considering that the concerned official or employees, including the concerned BAC members, will be liable to the administrative penalties if this directive will not be followed. Then, 10 calendar days upon receipt of the notice of award, The contractor must comply the documents needed in notice of award for the issuance of contract agreement. In accordance with Section 52.6 of the RA 12009, the procuring entity can reassess a bidder's qualification at any stage of procurement process. If there are reasonable grounds to believe that a misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder, or if there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. If any false information or changes affecting eligibility are found, the bidder shall be disqualified from obtaining an award or implementing the contract, as the case may be, subject to the applicable rules under this IRR. The DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Camarines Sur, reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award, in accordance with Section 70 of RA 12009, without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders.
Additional reminders: three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services shall be imposed pursuant to DEO number 35 series of 2008, as amended by DEO number 28 series of 2024. Bidders are reminded on different offenses and penalties provided for in the revised IRR of RA 9184 and on the provisions governing the impositions of administrative sanctions for contractors who tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, except for valid reasons pursuant to DEO number 28 series of 2024. Copy attached in the bidding forms. Classification of offenses that triggers the three-strike policy and exemptions. Number 1, withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of a non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. Number 2, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. Number 3, submission of patently insufficient bid. Enforcement and penalties. If a bidder commits any of the three major offenses or acts listed above 3 times within a year starting from the approval date of the resolution recommending the imposition of strike 1 or first warning, which is counted as day 1 through day 365, and if these 3 offenses are of a similar or identical nature, it will trigger the enforcement of the stipulated administrative penalty: suspension from participating in all DPW's procurement activities and entering into contract with any DPW's procuring entity. Subsequently, as per the procedure outlined in Annex A, this may result in the blacklisting of the suspended bidder, thereby disqualifying the bidder from participating in any government procurement activities for a period of 1 year. In conjunction with blacklisting, the bidder will also face bid security forfeiture and must comply with the enforcement of the bid securing declarations condition. For the schedule, a complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on July 10, 2026 to August 3, 2026 until 9 a.m. only, from the address given below in the invitation to bid, and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount stated also in the invitation to bid. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, or PhilGEPS, and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Award Committee Secretariat through manual submission at the address indicated below, or online or electronic submission through Camarines Sur 5@dpwh.gov.ph as indicated below, on or before August 3, 2026 until 10 a.m. only. Bid opening shall be on August 3, 2026 at 10 a.m. at DPWH Camarines Sur, 5th DEO, Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur, and or live streaming via YouTube channel youtube.com/dpwh.camsur5deo. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below in the invitation to bid from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Is there any questions, clarifications, or comments from the back members, DWG, back secretariat, and the other participants?
Are there any changes or correction in plans, BAO, BOQ, calendar days for the proposed issuance of supplemental liquidity?
For the proposed issuance of supplemental bid bulletin, if there are any changes, the back secretary will be posting a bid bulletin on or before the 7 days on or before the bidding date, if there is. Any other questions? Hearing none, this pre-bid conference is adjourned at 2:27 p.m. Thank you everyone for attending.